Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for an episode of I Know. Alright, we got things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we were just cultivating in, or plowing in the lime that we spread on this field here. Turns out this 8440 works better than the homemade tractor for whatever reason. Actually, you know what I can do with the homemade tractor? Where is he? Oh, didn't realize he brought him all the way back here. Alright, well, don't need to do that. Anyhow, so one of the things we got going on today is we're going to go ahead and deal with that manure situation finally. Where are we here? Let's see, main to livestock. There we go. Yeah, so it turns out this guy didn't work on that plow, but that 8440 had no problem. I don't understand the reasons behind it, but just the way it is. Anyhow, so he's just finishing up the field. I don't know how much he has left. A little bit left, not much. Alright, so what I want to do is, if you recall, we picked up a Massey Ferguson last episode. And I also picked up this guy off camera. This is just a bunker, basically. It just allows me to somewhere to put the solid manure, so that's what I've been doing. I've been a little afraid to dump this truck dump the bucket straight into here because I don't know how that would work. So for the time being, I just have this guy sitting right there dumping it in because at least I know it goes in that scenario. Not necessarily the most optimal way of going about it, but it is working. So alright, there we go, perfect. So let's go do a little bit of mucking out the pigsty here, I guess it is. Or no, this is the cows, not pigs. It's funny, I was watching I think it was WBF. He was doing some mucking out on his Let's Play on I forget which map it is now. Anyways, he was doing a little bit of mucking out. He was doing with a one of the old Fords from the NA modding. I think it's the Ford Force Pack there. It was pretty cool. I think he was using the alternative tip mod. That's how he was doing it. I obviously am not using the alternative tip mod. There we go. I'm pretty terrible. Normally you'd probably be able to like scooch down a little bit so you could see where your bucket was. I could only assume that's what you'd be able to do. But as you can see, I can't see the bucket. Why is he in traffic? Oh. The trailer. Jeez. I thought that was a temporary thing, but no, he's definitely just stuck there. There we go. Anyways, let's get back to the Massey Ferguson. What the heck's happening there? Huh. Some people were saying that maybe it's this particular, the Trima arms. I think there's two sets of them actually for the front. Oops. For the front loaders. And I think some people were saying they had some problems with the one I'm using right now, but not the 4.1. I think they were calling it. Maybe they're talking about this one instead of the other one. I don't know. There's not much difference between them, but anyways, I have had a little bit of problems with this. Maybe because it's not designed as a, what the heck? It must be that, I don't know what it is, but it must be something to do with the front loader arms. Really? Come on. Oh, well, I had intentions to get rid of the manure out of there, but it looks like it's going to foil my plans like that. Jeez. Alright, well, that's one way to get out of work, I suppose. I don't even know where it is now. It's somewhere in that mess of things over there. I can't even find it. Let's do this. Can I find it now? There it is. And now he's all the way back here. Okay, well, that's great, I guess. Anyway, so that's what happens, I suppose. You run into those situations. It must be those front loader arms. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to, just for the sake of testing it out, they're the same price anyway, so I'm just going to sell those ones and then buy these ones. They're the same idea. I don't know what the difference would be, mind you, but let's just see. Might as well give it a try. What's the worst that's going to happen, right? There we go. It's strange though, you think that you wouldn't have a problem with something like that, but apparently didn't like that at all. It seemed to be working perfectly fine, but I don't know, that's strange. Guess I'll send this guy all the way from the main to the livestock as well now. That's the one annoying part, like the fact that you have, if you're, you know, if you're using the two different farms and you have something like silly happen like that, like there's not much you can really do in that scenario. Like, really. This thing's just funny to look at. It's a nice look. I was actually looking at, I forget what I was looking at. I think it was Twitter. And I've seen a couple people using these. So I think I saw one guy using it for forage harvesting, I think it was. Which is a bit strange, because that's something you don't normally see. But, it was something, alright. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely interesting to see them do that. Actually, you know what I can do? I could get these two guys right here. I found out what the problem was last time. It's just because I set it to 5 meters. Displacement should have been 2.5. I figured it out in the end, and they did a pretty good job of this. Pretty quick, actually. So that's good. And what other fields need to be seeded? We need to seed 24, 25, 26, 35. Let's just go take a quick little jaunt over there, one of these guys. Only because I'm not sure what the pH level is there. They may need lime, they may not, I don't know. Actually, it might be faster with this thing. Love the way that sounds. I do wish the steering wheel turned, but it's funny, I did a little mod mashup the other day on the Dodge 2500. I think it was, I guess it went live today. A couple of people were saying it's a nice truck, and I think a couple of people said I should get the Case Patriot sprayer for this map. Definitely, I think I'm going to do something like that. It worked well with Courseplay, which is good. Better than the Rogator did, at least. So that's a big plus, because the Rogator didn't work at all. I've also found out there's a new version of the developer version of Courseplay. I don't know what the changes are yet. I'd have to look at the change log, but there are some changes apparently. I want to look down there. Oh, there's the turn off there. But there are, I'm sure there are some changes, or else they wouldn't have released an updated version, right? And I'm totally going the wrong way. Well, this is a long way around. Well, get to see some of the other map, I guess. It's not too bad when you have a pretty fast truck. This is one of the off-roading trails, I guess. I think there's actually a caution on this one saying, caution, no high trail or something like that. Only meant for 4x4 vehicles, something along those lines. In fact, maybe it's this one. There's another one down the southwest side of the map there. Same idea, where it's like, beware, this is a, you know, a treacherous path, take it at your own risk sort of thing, but doesn't seem so bad in the Ford. Turns are a little rough, but that's about it. Other than that, it's pretty fairly smooth sailing. I think it'd be kind of difficult to make it a bumpy. Well, maybe not. It'd be somewhat difficult to make it bumpy. Let's say that in Giants Editor. You could do it, but this is where you need one of those pulling trucks or off-roading trucks for this type of stuff. Right there, there's one of those hill climbs. I've never seen one of those in real life. The hill climbs where they have the trucks and vehicles go up a big hill, obviously. But I've seen it on YouTube a few times, and it's pretty cool to check out. Alright, this time, I guess I can go down here. This will ensure I actually pass the fields this time. As I mentioned before, this is one of the annoying parts of the soil mod. You technically would have to do this in real life to, you know, get an idea of what the field pH is like. But This is the only way you can do it. Moderately acidity. There's some weeds on here too. That's a bit on the low side. This is already being cultivated though, so what I might do is, I bet the other one's exactly the same. What I might do is spread some lime over here then. Yeah, this is gonna be the same thing, 5.8. These ones aren't too bad. Okay. So, let's just chill out over here for the time being. And this guy can sit there. This guy's just finishing up here, which is good. What the heck is running over here? Oh, it's probably something waiting. Yes, there it is. I was gonna say, it's making an awful ruckus over there. Alright, let's get this guy out of the way because the other Massey Ferguson's probably going to be coming up in a second. And I spread lime on this field down here, so I'm going to go ahead and cultivate that in as well. I don't think we're going to do anything with the straw at this time. Hopefully this tractor has no problems with this particular thing, but I don't think it will, but it's possible it will. So of course this one is just a cultivator, not a plow like the other one. I don't believe it makes a difference which one you use for, what is this, 35? I don't believe it makes a difference which one you use for lime specifically, but... Alright, so this is 11 meters. That's a bit strange. Why does it do that? And what side of the field is this? This is the northwest. So this is heading, or northeast, sorry, heading west. Generate the course. Sure, looks good as anything. Alright, we'll get this guy cultivating this stuff in over here, because this all needs to be cultivated into the ground in one way, shape, or form, because then we'll actually be able to grow something. We'll get a good, nice pH off it. What is he doing? Let's just line him up, I guess, because apparently he can't handle being not straight. Let's take a quick peek at the pH. So it's 5.8. So this should bring it up to 6.5, maybe somewhere in that area. And 6.5 is the neutral pH level, and that's where you get 100% of your yield. Perfect. I could probably slow him down a little bit there. There we go. 13 kilometers an hour seems alright. Let him do that. 7.6, so now it's slightly alkaline. Can't win, apparently. So I guess 5 is just below. So I probably could have just left it without cultivating it and it would have been fine, but I still need to cultivate anyways, so I can put this, so I can seed it. Anyhow. Alright. We got these two guys here. We still need to seed 24 and 25. So all we've done is cultivate it so far. Let's just take a quick peek at something here. 24, 25, they're worth 40 and 40. What I'm thinking of is selling those two, because they're kind of out of the way at the moment. Considering selling those two and maybe getting something closer, like maybe 37 or something, or where are we here? Here's the other ones around our farm. Doesn't really make a difference apparently. What's 37 worth? 200,000. What's about 34? 100,000. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we'll keep the ones we have for the time being. I thought it wasn't going to be that bad, but apparently not. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on... I think what I want to do is... The biggest problem I'm going to run into with 25 and 24 is seeding, actually, because where I have to go get seed is really far away. So what I might do is I might buy one of the trailers and just use that as a... oops, I'm going to go the other way. And use that as a refill point. if you know what I mean. So the trailers I'm referring to, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, there is a nice old school cedar trailer. Where is it here? These ones right here. So this is a seed trailer. So just plunking that down close to those and then going from there. The problem I'm going to run into is probably going to be fuel. More so. So what I'll do is I'll buy that. And then, where's my Ford right now? Right here. So let's go over to the vehicle shop then. And pick that up. Hopefully I'll be able to attach to it. It's funny, that Dodge I looked at had problems with things not being able to attach to it, which seems a bit strange actually. Just it looks like a regular hitch on it. You'd think you'd be able to attach to everything, but apparently it didn't attach to the cane trailer for whatever reason. Which is a bit odd, considering, but I didn't make the map, or I didn't make the mod, I should say, so. But apparently it didn't like being, didn't like having the attached part. Well, didn't like attaching to it. I don't know. It was just strange. That's all I know. Alright, so let's grab the C trailer. Originally I wanted to use a different C trailer, but this is actually a little bit more feasible at this point in time, because there's another C trailer I want to get eventually, but that one is a enormous, it's expensive, and we just don't have the money for it right now, but this will work well for our purposes at the moment. So there's those two fields that are being seeded. Just need to fertilize them because, well, we can't fertilize them until stage 1 of the growth cycle. I don't think we have, do we have a sprayer? I can't even remember. I have to actually look. We had a sprayer and then I sold it because it was a terrible, well, didn't work so well. I know David Oldfield said he had problems with the same thing too, or he had problems with, oops, the brakes are a bit weak on this. There we go. Yeah, David Oldfield said he was having problems with it as well, so it wasn't just me. I think he said he actually had to mod a few things on it to get it to work properly, so I don't know what he did specifically, or else I'd ask him, but, well, I guess I could ask him, yeah. And that would solve my problem a little bit, but... Alright, so... I'm not sure we're going to have enough money. I might have to sell some corn or something, jeez. We have a little bit of corn and silage as well. What do we have at the livestock farm? We have a whole whack of corn. But corn is really low right now. Well, not that low, I guess. Where's this guy right here? Sell corn at the depot. Let's open that up. Pick the corn. Not pick it, but, you know, select it from the you know what, the silo itself. Nope, we don't want wheat, we want corn. There we go. Guess I'm gonna have to wait for it. It wants to turn and do crazy things. Let's see if it stops at the very first point. Is it gonna stop? No, I didn't think so. Oh well, it's good now. There we go. That's Ferguson. Currently waiting here. Well, let's give that other, let's give this a go here. I do like how fast this tractor is. This is the one really cool thing about this particular tractor. It is just a super, super fast. Alright, take 2. Let's see if these ones are any better, the quickie ones. Alright, so far that seems okay, I guess. It's because I was upside down, of course. That was the reason why I was being all funny like that. I don't know if these are smaller arms or bigger arms. There we go. what I should do is two things going on at the same time. Apparently, we'll have to get those two seeders set up and go from there, I think. But just to say we did a little bit of moving the manure. I don't know which. I think there's actually specific arms that came with this this particular tractor, but I think I deleted them or removed them or something. I wonder. I don't know. Let me just show you something real quick here. If you look right here, see how there's like a delay between your forks themselves and the actual arms? Apparently that's something with Giants Editor, the engine itself. So let's hope that's something they actually fix in one of the next versions here. Anyways, let's go back to what we were doing before and put these seeds down there. Yeah, let's hope that's something they fix in the next rendition of the actual game itself. That'd be nice, because if they were able to fix it, hopefully it would make it a little bit more realistic. I don't know. It's hard to say, really. It's one of the things that they hope they fix, but you don't know until you see the game. There actually has been quite a bit of speculation about the game too, as to what type of game is it going to be, amazing or terrible. I'm sure it'll be great regardless, but people are still asking questions because they don't know, they haven't seen anything about it at all, right? I am going to put the seeds just right down here and out of the way for the time being, in the bushes. And let's get this guy to drive. This is almost a scenario where you have to have courseplay going between different fields, it seems like, because they're all spaced all over the place. And it seems like a scenario where you basically have to have a situation like I have right now where you're pulling a seeder behind a tractor because there's no other way to move some of that stuff around, right? I don't know if there's any other efficient way to do it, really. Like, I know two of these seeders can be attached together, so that's a plus, I guess. Well, it is. You can actually, if you do, where is it? Add remove extras? No. If you look right on the left side there, see that right there? You can actually attach another one of these seeders to it if you want to. Obviously I didn't, but you can do it. Oh my goodness, this feels so slow in comparison to that truck. It's not really that slow, but for a tractor it's not slow, but it is for it feels in comparison to the truck, like I said. So it's funny, one of the things you gotta always consider in real life, like, see how I would have to, if I wanted both my tires of the seeder on the road, I'd have to drive like this, let's say. But in reality, it doesn't work out that way. You have to do what I'm doing right here and have one of the wheels on the side of the road there. Well, when there's people coming by. But the problem you run into in that scenario like that is the fact that if you do something like that, you are going to inevitably run into problems with, let's say, glass on the side of the road, or stones or sticks or metal or something, basically. And what will happen is you'll have a situation where you blow the tire or something, so, which sucks, but it happens, right? So, all right. Yeah, this feels like it takes forever. I'll get this guy started. What I'll do is I'll record the filling up course. And what should we plant here? What do we have so far? We have oats, canola, oats and canola, soybeans, sorry, soybeans. So maybe let's do one soybean, let's do 25 first, and we'll do one soybean, one something else. Or maybe we'll do oats first. I don't know. We haven't done many oats. I think someone said a while back in one of the comments, they're like, Ian, you should only plant the fruits on this map that you have never planted before. So for example, they're saying, what they were trying to say was, I should only plant basically oats and canola, which is kind of interesting. I have to take a bigger run at this, I think. or do it in a slightly different way, I think. Alright, so let's just line it up here. What we'll do is we'll do it like this. And then take a nice wide turn. I believe I shouldn't have any problems with this, but we're going to find out in a second. Yes, good. Alright, so that'll be, I don't know, what is that, 34, 24, 25. So F24-25 fill seed. Perfect. Alright, now comes the easy part. So let's select 25 first, 10 meters, starting corner in the southeast, heading west, return to the first point, yes, generate the course, and then we'll just add that little part I just created, and then we'll save this as, I don't know, F25 seed, 10 meters. Perfect. And then we'll get this guy started, because what will happen is, if I don't get this guy started, the other guy will get in his way, basically. Alright, he's got enough seed to start, so let's just lower. It's weird, these ones you actually have to lower them first before they actually function properly, but after that, you don't have to worry about them. They'll be fine, basically. There we go. And he'll just seed right over the weeds there. Apparently they don't have any, they don't create any problems. So so it seems, at least. Alright, cool. What I think I'll do is I'll get those guys started, and I think we'll come back next episode there. And I think we'll see how it goes, but we have just these, and we have those two fields to seed too. I think I'll seed all of them, and then I think what we'll do after that is I think we'll change the seeders, because that takes forever for those bigger fields, that's for sure. Anyhow, that's it for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013 coming at you from Idaho. I will catch you guys later.